My dad secretly broke into my room and destroyed my books to stop me from getting educated. So I publicly exposed him and ruined his life. Now he's back, homeless and desperate. My dad is the most competitive person I've ever met, but not in the way you're thinking, because it was only directed towards me. I remember being tan and playing Uno together for the first time. He told me he would go easy on me, so I did my best to impress him. But when I was at just one card and he had three, the entire vibe of the room shifted. I could literally see beads of sweat dripping down his forehead. And unfortunately, I won. I expected him to congratulate me, or at least just tell me he had fun. But no, instead, he picked up the deck of cards and threw them against the wall. "Go clean them up," he barked before slamming his bedroom door at full force. He didn't speak to me for the rest of the week and even missed my school talent show. From there, I swore to myself that I'd never play another game. But a year later, he and his friends were in the living room playing Connect 4. For my eavesdropping, I could hear him losing. So when I walked in, I expected his face to be red with anger. Instead, he was smiling super wide. I thought all the competitive BS was in the past. So when he asked me to join in, I agreed. Everything was all fun and games until we got to the last chips. The grid was almost filled out. I could see his teeth grinding against each other. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't just let him win. And halfway through the game, when I realized he was terrible, I tried too. But he immediately noticed and asked me to follow him upstairs. There, he didn't say anything, just clenched his fists really hard and glared at me. "I know what you're doing. Don't even effing think about it." I gulped, and we went back downstairs to continue playing. Adrenaline pumped through my veins when I won. "Who the F do you think you are?" he screamed so loudly that I thought the windows were about to crack. And if you've ever been part of an abusive family before, then you understand exactly what I'm about to describe. The entire house was tense. It was the kind of silence that only comes before violence. My dad raised his hand to strike my skull, but I guess the pleading look of desperation in my eyes was enough to stop him, because he managed to stop himself and gulp down a bottle of beer from the fridge. I tried to convince myself that it was over, that he had finally snapped out of it, until I came home with a report card of all A's. I ran home as fast as I could to tell my dad. I pictured him giving me this huge hug and telling me how much he loved me, until reality slapped me in the face. "Did you cheat?" was the first thing he asked. "No, Dad." "Did you sleep with your teacher?" By this point, I was so shocked that I couldn't even breathe, let alone respond. When I went to bed that night, I never woke up for school, that is. You see, usually, my dad wakes me up at 7:30 a.m., but this time, he didn't. And turns out, he didn't go to work either, because when I went downstairs, he was sitting on the couch making phone calls. "Dad, why didn't you wake me up in time for school?" I said, voice shaking. "You're not going to school anymore. I'm homeschooling you." "Well,"